Hi, my name is Jenna and I work with SWEP, Sierra Watershed Education Partnerships, and today we are going to be learning about native plants in the Tahoe area. So what is a native plant? A native plant is a plant that is indigenous to an area and has lived in that area for a really long time and adapted to that environment. So as that's opposed to a non-native plant that has been brought into an area by a human and has not adapted, so it needs a lot of help to be able to survive. The plants that have adapted to live in the Tahoe area are pretty hardy. If you think about it, they have to be able to survive our intense winters with lots and lots of snow piled up on them all winter, and then they also have to live through the dry summers that we have. We get a little rain in the summer, but we don't get a lot. And it's so amazing to see in the springtime in Tahoe, which it is right now, all the plants coming back after living under the snow all year round. So why are native plants important? Why do we care about them? Because they are pretty self-sufficient. We don't have to do that much or anything for them to survive. So they need less water. We don't have to go out and fertilize them. They can just live on their own and continue their life. They're also pretty cool because they provide habitats for wildlife and insects to live in, and they also provide food for this wildlife. And then they also provide a lot of biodiversity. Nature loves biodiversity. And biodiversity is a variation of plants and animals in one area. So there are two activities for you to do today. One is the Super Botanist guessing game that has 12 different plants that you will see if you can identify, and you'll learn some different facts and tips about these plants and how you will identify them when you're out in the wild. The second activity is to use the knowledge that you learned from this botanist guessing game and to actually go outside and play a little backyard botany bingo. You have a bingo card and you'll go and you'll identify various plants that are in your backyard. So you're going to see what is living out there. So if we were to identify this plant right here with these little cute purple flowers, we would ask, is this a tree, a shrub, or ground cover? This is more of a ground cover. This is on the ground. It's definitely not a tree or a shrub. And we can see that there are flowers. Yeah, there's purple flowers with little yellow centers to them. We can see their leaves are kind of pointy and sharp. And what are some defining features that we see? I think the flowers are the main one, and then they have this, these pointy leaves, and then it's kind of like a barky kind of branch that it has. So this plant is actually called spreading phlox, and it is native to our area and usually blooms in the springtime and is a pretty cool, cute little plant. So it's another plant that's actually not on your list, so this is an additional plant that you now know you can start looking for in your backyard. I love looking for plants in the forest and learning about them and learning their names, because then when I go out and I'm exploring on a walk, I can identify plants as I go along, and I can say, oh hey, there's a manzanita bush, oh hey, there's a phlox bush, oh hey, there's look at that cedar tree. And in a way it makes me feel like I have friends all throughout the forest that I know. And if I go to a different forest and I see the same plants, I'm like, oh, there's my old friends. And then if I see a plant that I don't know, I can look it up and I can learn about it. And then I've just added another friend to my life. So it makes me feel not alone when I'm out in the woods, and it makes me feel like I'm a part of this whole system.